Dan did a live stream earlier, and in the questions we got talking about, can you copyright a smell? I mean, specifically a perfume. And the answer is, well, yes and no, depending on where you are. Um, so I did actually delve into this, and it was very, very interesting because, first of all, the perfume industry is worth $6 billion a year. So you can see why people might be very interested in this. Now, obviously, things like normal trademarks apply. So like you've got your brands, your Chanel's, and what other perfumes are, whatever other perfumes there are. Um, but yeah, so you've got all your brands. You can trademark the packaging, things like that. You can also patent the technology for making perfume, if you've got a particular sort of chemical process for doing it. And actually, one thing, if anybody can answer me this in the comments who knows about perfume, ambergris, right? Really, really, really expensive. But what I want to know is, at some stage, presumably, some perfumier was making perfume and went, you know what this really needs? Whale bath. I mean, how did that arise? But anyway, as you probably know, ambergris is very, very expensive. I do keep an eye out for it when I'm walking on the beaches. Although technically, I wonder if it's vegan. Oh, Whale doesn't want it anymore, does it? Um, so yeah, so you've got all that about patenting the technology, but can you patent a smell? Well, there have been patents for smells, but almost as trademarks, and they actually call them smell marks. So there was a tennis ball that smelt of grass, and that was held to be their trademark. Similar, there was additives that they used to put in fuel that made them smell nice. Now, what about perfumes? Well, if you can do smells generally, um, and basically the law seems to be different in different places. In Holland, yeah, you can copyright a smell, so a perfume. But in France, you can't. And I've given those examples because there's been a court case in each country. So there you go. Generally speaking, it is potentially possible to copyright a smell. It'd be interesting. I don't know if anybody's tried to do it in England. The smell of Play-Doh. That's one I found out. That's actually copyrighted. I wonder if WD-40 is, because they add that smell in at the end. Just a little bit of trivia for you there. Anyway, if you found that vaguely useful, interesting, etc., please consider liking, sharing, and subscribing.